Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to Dark Souls. When we last left off, we had killed Artorias and entered this area. This area is a rather notorious spot, although not for incredibly obvious reasons. I talked about it a bit before last set, but this is an area where things can get pretty hectic in this PvP. This is still online, so anybody could come on and decide to kill me, which I haven't actually shown off in the actual set. I have done some co-op with this character, and that has resulted in the murder of the invader mans. But I haven't actually shown him, so this might be a good chance. Who knows? It's probably the best chance you'll get in the entire stream. What am I on about? Let's play. But beyond that, there's also a lot of other stuff to show in this area, and I hope I get to show it. I'm just sort of playing by feel. Not quite sure what to expect, other than like enemies and locations, because I've got this area like a million times. But in terms of what kind of activity we'll get, I don't know. Kind of blitzing through this, but yeah, there's a load of weird Ulasilian, dark-infested buggeroonies. So yeah. Also, if you're playing the game yourself online, you want to know when you're invaded, this is a good way to find out. If this goes grey and you're not like in the air or doing an animation, that means you're being invaded. So that's a good way to keep an eye on things, so you don't get the drop on by an invader. General rule of thumb. Another way is just to look for like fog doors and such. But, having got to mention that, is someone who's rather familiar. The marvellously attired individual. With a lot of hype armor. Who's currently kicking my butt. So let's cheese him by going around the corner and chugging against us. Because I'm a scumbag. I also can't fucking attack. To be fair, you can bait that move out and he's easily dispatched. So yeah, to be honest, that is the sole reason I wanted to be here. There is a reason for getting him there. It does change your interactions with him later, so I figured, hey, let's well show it on. And the rest of the area just has some neat little extras to it, which I'll go and show. For anyone curious about like how I'm going to handle the main boss of this area, there is of course an item that allows you to make it substantially easier. I will not be using that item because honestly, not using it makes the fight a lot more interesting. And this is how you get it. This is making spooky noise. Do I have I do, yes. It says, "Let there be light." Et voila. Now let's get rid of this. Inside here is a very useful item. A silver pendant. How useful, you may ask? Well, let's actually have a look at it, shall we? Engraved at the crest of Artorias is one of the ancient treasures of Anno London, presented to him facing the abyss. Effectively deflects the dark of the abyss, especially in its magic forms. So any kind of dark magic that gets thrown your way, you can use that to block it. It's not needed, but for like the first time you're fighting the boss or these sorcerers here, it's very useful. But like with the amount of damage I have and the fact that I can fast roll, it's not needed. Like I will not be required. Also a little individual down there, seeing soon enough. I need to be very quick down here, so things can get pretty dangerous. Need to be very careful. And dispatch in the corner. If you're looking at this thinking it all looks a bit too easy, that's because I know where these guys are, I know where the ambushes are, I know what to expect. Oh. I almost fucking fell down there though, that would have been interesting. Where else can I go? strange individual here. Wow. That is a... I don't think even a mother could love that. That's just unfortunately. Let me put you out of your misery. Or sorry? Oh, I don't think I've shown these off actually. I'll go do that now. The off imparts an emotion to each and every completed card. Tells them achieve personal enlightenment. When head is disturbed, it speaks, reflecting the emotion confirmed to it. The head says, "I'm sorry." Have another look. Isn't that an expression of atonement?
I'm sorry.
In any case, it's rather fun. So yeah, you have a load of those. But who is this Hawkeye Golf character we've heard? I wonder if we'll end up meeting him. I wonder if he's already been mentioned in some form or see if I can actually get this. I was a bit worried there, because at 60 FPS, your jump distance is quite noticeably shortened, and that can get you into a lot of shit. Oh, happened to casually be sliding there. It's weird that this... Oh, there we go. Having a little breathe. And dead. Always helps in your first time going through, just to pay attention to the chests. And our reward?
Very good.
Wonderful. Okay, so things are a little quiet right now, so let's just keep going on. There's not much else in this area that I haven't already gone and shown off. The rest of it's down this way. So it's just a matter of careful. Useless things. They are good for pulling enemies towards you, I guess, but if you've got like a bow or something, you may as well just use that. Nope. You can actually get their staff and their head if you... But I think their staff has some innate poison to it. You also get large timeout shards if you really need. They do have a decent drop rate, I suppose. That's worth mentioning. So long. Ah, rubbish. It's exactly what the game thinks you are. Now, this area is very big and open. There's also in particular these guys here. Shoot. Careful of that. And if you can, you want to pull these guys up towards you. So you can deal with them without the sorcerer getting in your way. Thankfully, he's on his bill now. Do want to be careful. Do some... Oh, he came down. How nice. Gonna walk all the way over to me. There are multiple ways of going through this area. My suggestion is you go this way. So it makes dealing with all of these guys much easier. Come on then. Yeah, they still hit pretty hard, so you do want to be careful. But this way gives you a lot more cover from the sorcerer and gives you access to an item you as well as a few other secrets. Onward. I think it's a little further up actually, also. Mid-roll. Disgusting. Yes. And there you go, there's a demonstration of how you can get soft humanity from enemies. It might not be here actually. Oh, what is it? Ah, there it is. Another light door. These are the only examples in the entire game where light opens up secrets, though. But, your reward? I'm so glad there wasn't a mimic. I'm fairly sure of where most of the mimics are in this game, but there's also cases where I've kind of forgotten. Oh yes, that's what it is. But that's not what I was after. What I was after is a key. Which I'll go and show you. Takes a bit of bravery and a bit of jumping. It might also take 30 FPS. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh well, that's a demonstration of how nasty those guys can be. And we're back. I'll just, I'll have to clear this initial bit out again, pick up my souls, and actually go and show that thing that I wanted to show. Hello. Gone? Anyone else got pulled? Okay. Oh, you do not want to eat that. Oh, you don't. Oh, there it is. Let's run around with a bloated head. Why not? Sounds like fun. Except it makes me a big f***. I'm so pretty. Yeah, I still want to be quick. Ooh. Done a tracking on that, is actually solid. So make good use of those pillars. It's a good suggestion. They're not coming? There we go. Just needed to get done with the giggling. One more? No? No, okay. So, as I was saying, there's a key. There we go, there we go. You're wondering what I just did there. I pressed, the S-Fix has a feature where you can, recap the frame rate at 30 just by pressing a button. Which means that it's 30 FPS, but you get to jump normally. And you don't get to fall through the world when you, use ladders. Unfortunately, that was not the problem. My problem was, I couldn't fucking jump properly. So we'll have to do it again. There we go. Third time's a charm. So now that we're here, we have another suspicious chest with the rather telling chain. So let's not go and open it and get eaten. Let's instead actually kill this thing. Get what we can. The crest key. Of the chest are enchanted. Crest, sorry. The door sealed with a spell. I don't actually remember if that's the same one. It's gotta be. Also, I still haven't given the crystal ember off, so that's why that's still there. If you're curious for some reason you actually want a crystal weapon, you give it to the giant blacksmith. I think I might have mentioned that before. It's worth reiterating. And from this way, you can skip the encounter that I just showed before. I don't know if there's anything else. Like down here, I'm not too sure. Oh, this just is a shortcut back to where you came. Ah, here we go. Here's another spot. Oh, this is where I went before. Oh, there we go. Pay me no mind, I'm just going crazy. That's all. Oh, I fucking did it. Okay, okay. And back. Let's not go and make the same mistake again. Let's actually go and do what I was wanting to do, which is head down this way, because Senor Dark Fogman is... no. As you can clearly see, it's a poison cloud. You want to be careful down there. And go and come down. Now, if you want to go and grab that, which I'm going to because I want to show off what it actually is, your best bet is to not go down right next to them all, but actually go down this way. And pull them all individually. Being exceptionally cautious. Dead. Supremo dead. And now for the rest of them. You're wondering why I'm doing 540 damage for some reason, even though, like, that's nowhere near my AR. Counter damage, that's why. And like every encounter in almost every single Souls game, if it's your first time through, and especially in this case, because how hard these enemies can hit. Take things slowly, pull enemies, ideally one at a time, but if not one at a time, then in as few of them as possible. And there you have it. Meticulous, but worth it. Actually, look at the Dark Orb thing, did I? Do that. Okay, so Dark. This sorcery discovered by an Unasil sorcerer on the brink of madness. Too many eyes, I'll do it to you. Why a giant Dark Orb? In contrast to standard soul sorceries, Abyss sorceries are weighty and inflict physical damage. Perhaps human souls, because of their humanity, produce sorceries with more tangible presence. That is an important point, because it emphasizes that humans are linked to the dark soul and are linked to physicality, like physical presence. This is why things that aren't really human still possess a dark soul in some sense. Although, I guess it's a way of explaining why, like, things like dragons will drop humanity at some point. It's suggested that, like, things can get humanity by consuming humans or... But anyway. The Dark Soul is not just a human thing, it's also linked to physicality in bodies and physical presence. Anyway, enough of that lore shenanigans, we have ourselves a shortcut. And a handy-dandy shortcut at that. As it brings us right back here. All the screaming, it's totally... Now, I'm going to go and bank some of these souls before we continue. But, we'll go down to the second part. The second part is pretty neat. Like, the first time I went through it, it was pretty creepy, and also tanked my frame rate. This is a beefier PC, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll see now, won't we? And back down we go. As is usually the case, always good to send up the lift once you're done. Just in case you perish. You know, it's hardly an uncommon thing. Souls. Now, do I have... I can't remember if I ever picked them up or not. I don't think I did, which is weird, because I'm sure I've been through... I'm looking for binoculars, by the way, in case you're wondering. So... Because naturally, there's more to this than just running straight. Pick the food. I don't think I have a... No, I don't. It's generally a good idea, if you can. Pull. LA guys first, and then you can destroy the ranged guns. Just looking at where I might be able to get some cover. It should do. Just take that to the face, no big deal. It's all good, poise is nice. sure we're gonna miss it if I ever play Dark Souls 3. Ooh! Thankfully, that right over my head. Just like many things in life. That's it. Careful, and you got it. Especially since everything here hits really. And I have not invested all that much in my body. Please get off my body. Some party body somewhere else. Now this unusual image. This is something of a mini-boss, and he can hit like a truck. Thankfully, he's not very magic resistant, so I'm just gonna poop on him, really. If you don't have a weapon like this, or like if you're one-handing, it'll go bounce off. He's way more of a challenge, but with magic weapon and two-handing it, like, it's nothing. I bet there are quite a few people angrily shaking their fist at me for making that seem a bit cheesy. Did you? You weren't trying to ambush me now, were you? So long! Oh, oh, oh. And so for our trouble we end up in this very peculiar part of Seal. Which I'll have a quick look through now. This will probably be near the end of this part of this video. Oh, the set, I should say. But, show off. What's the shock? Damn it! Who gave you permission to run over there? Nobody. That's it. Now, here would actually be a good place to have the skull. Because, funnily enough, in this abyssal area of abyssness, it's quite dark. Also, that guy. Ooh. And his range is pretty goddamn good. So, a watchful eye. That, if anything, I want to zero in on. Excellent. He's out. These guys can be dealt with by themselves. Excellent. Now, that was an awful lot of dudes we just dealt with. Is it all worth it? If you're a mage, yes. His dark bead is fucking cheesy as all hell. As anybody who's played through a Souls game or been hit by the spell probably knows already. Fire successive dark orbs really fucking quickly, I might add. In contrast to standard soul sorceries. I saw that. Basically, it's like a dark magic shotgun, and it's just as devastating as that might sound. But I think that's probably the most dangerous encounter you'll find here. Probably don't need that now. I know my way around the rest of it. Just a good idea. You can make sure you keep your eye on the local sorcerer population. Strange thing. They look almost like inhumanities, would you say? I wonder if there's some connection there. Huh. And there's this little side. What that could be about. Oh, hello, Alvina. Last time we met, it wasn't under the best of circumstances. What have you got in store for me this time? You go down there. See what I can. Now, as easy as these guys are to deal with, they do contact damage, which is my personal little bugbear in games. Not a big fan of it. But they're easily dealt with. And here is a very important shortcut, which I will not be taking just yet because it's not necessary. There's something else I want to show. Before they take more hits there. And I think... There we go. There's a little secret here. Alvina has been used. Oh. Kill your babbit too. There we go. Big pokes are the way forward. Quite literally. As you can see, they seem to be trying to get at that little thing. Well, I say little in a very relative sense. Ooh, ooh. Came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Hey, that is racist. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, this is indeed Puppy Sif. Protected from urban violence. By the shield. The steel great shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the Abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, his magic defense remains high. It has the... I think it has the same stats as the Dark Hand. If I even have one. No, no. No. Except, of course, its stability is fucking crazy good. So, that's quite nice. And no, I haven't recapped the frame rate, it just gets like this down here. And that's about it. I'm going to do some leveling and show one more thing off before we go and fight the boss. And I might also see if we can get some PvP action, but that'll probably be for a later time. Mainly because around this time of day, it's not really any. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I make no promises because this is an old game. Deal with it. I think I might have set the noise gate a bit too high this week then. Oh well. So, in the next set, I will go forth and, why am I saying the net? Oh, fuck. I'm fucking dense today, don't listen to me. Don't listen to a single word I'm saying, just mute the video and just watch me kill things. That's the best way forward, isn't it? Anyway, next time, in the next part, I will be leveling up and fighting the boss, so I will see you then.